Do like a wellness check on Gen X. Y'all just be real fucking quiet.
Anybody doing a wellness check on Gen X just seems highly suspicious. I wouldn't exactly call us quiet. More like we're minding our own business.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie, and I just want to see where I'm going to go with this one. I might be all over the place. I don't know, because my mind is just going a million miles a minute. At first, I wasn't going to post a video this week. As a matter of fact, I was going to put it on the communities tab that there was going to be no video this week because I have nothing to talk about. And like I always say, if I have nothing to talk about, I won't say anything. But I've been watching a few videos directed at Gen X this week, and so I just decided I'm going to say something because why not? I can. So this morning I watched a video by Slim Sherry, and she was stitching this video where this creator was like, somebody needs to do a wellness check on Gen X. You say that you're the forgotten generation, and I think you lean into that a little too much. Well, I mean, yeah. Because, as I said in another video, we had our time to stand up and speak out and try to do something to create a better world. In the 1990s, you know, when the elder Xers were old enough to vote, and they were starting families of their own, and they were starting to have different things that they were concerned about, they spoke out about it. They tried to have their voices heard, and nobody took them seriously, because to the boomers and the silent gen and all of them, they were just kids. How could they know the importance of anything? They didn't even know the value of a dollar. And so, and then we were teenagers in the 90s, us junior Xers. We were teenagers, and we were watching all of this. And so we started paying attention, and we started to see where the world was going, how our elders were handling things, and we saw that nothing was being changed. Nothing was being changed to benefit us in the future. We were always told that if we continued our education, that we would never have to struggle. And so that's the thing that we kind of held on to. Now, I didn't go to college right out of high school, and I still regret that to this day. My kids want to go to college. They didn't go right out of high school, but they still want to try to go back to school and continue their education. And I believe that education is important, but that's not the only thing that's going to keep us from struggling. Do you see this recession that we're in? How expensive things are getting? We're not in a good time where we can even buy a simple couch or refrigerator now, because it's going to be way too expensive. So you just kind of have to watch where your money goes and what you do with it and how much you spend. You have to be careful of how much you save, and we're not trusting of anybody. So I don't know where that creator was going. I guess she wants us to speak out more on what's going on today. And it's not that we don't care about it. It's just that we don't know where our voices would fit in. A lot of us are speaking out, but just like it happened in the 90s and maybe even in the late 80s, our voices are not being heard. We're being phased out, we're being ignored, and nobody's listening to us. So we just step back and we watch the carnage. And then when you try to confront us about it, we're like, well, what do you want us to do about it? And we do get defensive, and some of us are angry. There are a few Gen X creators on TikTok that I can point you to. I love them, that I can point you to, who do get angry about the shit that's going on today and defensive, because when we tried to warn y'all about what was going to happen, you didn't listen. And then when it happened, you wanted to blame us. There's this one other creator. If I can find the video on Gina's page, she's another Gen X creator I watch on Facebook. If I can find her video, I'll link you to it. But Gina was responding to this, I guess she's Gen Z, and she was saying how when they went partying into clubs, they posted the videos on Facebook or on TikTok or on Instagram, and then when potential employers found those videos, when potential employers found their social media, they got turned down for jobs by Gen X. And I think Gina had the right idea, when we told y'all not to post certain things online, or we told y'all to watch what you post online, you posted it anyway, and now you're blaming us for it. Now, yeah, that's true, because I did tell my kids to watch what you post online, just be careful about that. And that is part of the reason why, but it's also that a lot of Gen X don't make the final decision on whether or not to hire you. A lot of times, Gen X has to answer to boomers who are still in control, and they are the ones turning you down. They are the ones who turn you down on behalf of the company. And it's not because that Gen X person or that elder millennial or that that person in charge on that day who interviewed you didn't like you. They may like you just fine, but the person above them probably didn't want you. So you have to look at all angles on this. And it's not our fault. We warned you, you didn't listen to the warning. And then a lot of people say that Gen X is corny. Yeah, maybe, but we're corny because we like to have fun. We like to look back on the past. We like to talk about how we drank water from the hoses on a hot summer day because we weren't allowed back into the house. It's not because our sinks didn't work. It's not because we didn't have water in the fridge. It's because we weren't allowed to go back in the house. In the summer, we were told to stay in or out, and we chose to stay out because we didn't want to be stuck inside watching soaps with our aunties or our grandmas, because I remember those days. And so, we drank out of hose water sometimes. And we played with our friends, and we came home when the street lights came on. Yeah, that was our lives back then. And if that's corny, then hey, let us be corny, because we're staying out of your business. Stay the fuck out of ours. But anyway, and then, and people just want to just diss us, saying that we're the worst generation. There's a lot they say about Gen X, and they wonder why we don't say anything to them, and while we're staying out of certain spaces, why we don't talk about certain things. And it's because we are so disrespected, and we are so overlooked and still not taken seriously, that we choose not to say anything, and we just want to just look back on the past, and we have each other's backs, and we listen to each other because we understand each other. We don't understand the things that's going on now. What we do. We just choose to let other people handle it because y'all chose to keep us out of it, and you told us to stay out of it. But then when you look for our voices and you don't hear them, then you want to get mad at us and blame us for everything. So why wouldn't we want to stay out of that? Why wouldn't we want to stay out of a situation where we're going to be blamed if it goes bad? So yeah, we stay out of it. We're corny, right? So anyway, I think I'm gonna listen to some 80s and 90s music, probably some 90s music, maybe early 2000s, I don't know. But maybe look for something to eat, probably take a nap, I don't know. But anyway, just think about that before the next time you choose to diss us, because we might have some important things to say and it might be useful. But anyways, regardless, I love y'all. Have yourselves a day. And with that, if you want to donate to me, my donations links will be in the description. Join me on social media. I might follow you back. If you want to be a part of this page and a part of my tribe, hit the subscribe button. No matter what generation you are from, I'll be so glad to have you and so glad to have a conversation with you, a respectful one. And yeah, I love y'all for wasting time with me. Talk to you later.